Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. Mooney in motion. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, here is Pettis. There's Kyle Pitts with the gun. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 13
First catch
yards.
for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. No run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Falcons.
Give, and here comes Robinson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
From
1.
the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Escaping to his left. Now he takes off. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble to give them a new set of downs. They run over center with Robinson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
The Falcon ball carrier taken down at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Penix. For the left side, he gets back to Mooney. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line.
1st and goal.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
So on now is John Parker Romo to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get.
6-yard attempt.
Romo's kick is good. And the Falcons are back within 4 at 14-10.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Doolin. Whoa! And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own
first down. It's Richardson. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
22 yards.
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Taylor. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Indianapolis.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
45-yard line.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Go 80.
Out of shotgun. Richardson throwing on his back foot, and it's taken in. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. Throwing, Richardson. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
That's another Colts first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was taken down at the 22-yard
Now a
line.
timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. Richardson to throw. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Panther 60.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. On first down, it's Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
And the Falcon first down.
And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 8. brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. On the option, here's Robinson. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Penix on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Penix. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
To throw, it's Richardson. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Come on, come on. Hey. Don't be lying.
Throwing is Richardson. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. And 3rd down coming up.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off from their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a very nice return. He is giving the offense a short field.
At the 43-yard line.
And a lefty Penix on 1st down. Flushed to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down. So on now is John Parker Romo to try the field goal. This will be a 41-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons are able to cut it to 4, 17-13.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
On the return, it's Doolin. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard.
1st and 10.
First down, Falcons.
65 yards.
Here's Penix. Headed left, buying time.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 1. On the ground, it's Robinson. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And is downfield to the tight end Pitts. And he will get into the end zone. Kyle Pitts, touchdown Falcons. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At the from 35-yard line.
Ranger.
On play action, Richardson. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Devin Bush in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
Let's give a lot of credit there, Mike, to this defense. They remain disciplined on that play action fake. Nobody bid on it, and quarterback has no choice but to just eat the ball and take the snap.
He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Ready? 18, like it.
Richardson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And with defenders closing in, he says enough is enough and slides to a halt there. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 34.
Let's go now.
Richardson will give it to Taylor.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. They go right back to Taylor. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. 3rd and long coming up.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
That's Tyler Warren, the tight end. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
That's good. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Go.
Richardson gets this quickly to Mitchell. And he will get into the end zone. At 9, Mitchell. Touchdown Colts. His 4th TD grab of the season. No problem there on the extra point. And the Colts have taken a 4-point advantage.
Falcons 20. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick
Both
off
teams
for the
ready to go once more as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Mooney in motion. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Cross on the stop. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. On the give, it's Robinson. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, nailed it.
And the throw left sideline caught. They rule incomplete. Couldn't keep the feet in. And it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Penix. Moving left. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll get forward. Give him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
This one intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Here we go. Panther 11. Cougar Knights.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Richardson. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 28
That's number 40 on the season for him.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
That's number 40 on the season for him.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey, let's go.
Fourth quarter commences. It's a run by Taylor.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Let's go now. 19 target.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Myles, touchdown, Indianapolis. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
They could have put it at the 1 and gone for 2, but they elect to still kick it here. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good.
31, Falcons 20. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Another run here for Robinson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game. So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Forced out left. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
It's a turnover on downs.
Come back, team. Come back, baby.
They'll give this one to Taylor, running right. The Colts are going to have a first and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown, Indy. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The extra point is good, and the Colts will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. That's caught. It's Charlie Warner, the tight end. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down. Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. Out wide, that's Robinson. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
First down, Atlanta.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Pushed out to his left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Here's Robinson. A big hole. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal.
To throw is Penix. To the goal line and in. Charlie Werner. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Falcons, 28. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Doolin. That'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Smash! Go! Ready?
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Roll!
They'll go again here with Taylor. And some good running there. That's a 1st down up to the 43.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Ready?
On a run with Taylor. Down the sideline to the 20. And he's got another one. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. What a year. That is touchdown number 22 on the season. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
And that is incomplete. Two-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful.
Falcons 28. Rigoberto Sanchez.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Here's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. On second down, here's Penix. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Atlanta. From the gun, it's Penix. Out of end, left side, it's caught. And he will score! Touchdown, Falcons. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So they got half of what they need. The deficit is 8, but now the critical onside kick attempt. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
All right, good effort. Just doesn't work out, but it's not over. Remember, they still got 2 timeouts in their back pocket. They've got to use them quickly. They've got to get 3 stops, force a punt, and see what happens when the offense gets the ball.
No, come on.
Now it's Taylor. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready?
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Okay,
They need to get this to the 23. Here's third down.
Deputy! 19 Charger, 19 Charger. Ready, ready?
And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. Fourth down, straight ahead.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
So on is Spencer Schrader in a huge spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time?